great road win for us against a really good football team. A lot of respect for Coach Drinkwitz and what these guys are doing here at Missouri. But, we did the job. We got the job done. Proud of just the fight, that we give up a touchdown early. We answer the call. And then each side of the ball covering for each other. We fumble right away in the second half, and short field. I know they scored a touchdown there, but defense came back out their next couple drives and just continue to play ball. And even though we made some plays in critical moments at the end, we also could have done a better job, I think, of really putting the game away at other times throughout the game. It might not even be in the fourth quarter. It might have been in the third quarter. So, again, that's football. We found a way to win. We got the takeaways. A lot of crazy moments between balls on the ground that we maybe didn't get a hold of and things like that, and a lot of looks from the officials, on the calls and the spots and things like that. But I'll just give you guys the update on Jamarian Miller, concussion, and Derek got a concussion as well.
All right, thanks, Coach. Start with Charlie on the far right. Go ahead, Charlie.
Just at the end of the game, the play by Dijon, what did you see there, and what kind of confidence do you have in him to throw him out there in those big moments?
I mean, Dijon's in the rotation. He's a playmaker. He's hard to throw around. He tackles well, and so we trust him. And he came in last spring, and you could see he was going to be in the rotation more than likely, and just has continued to get better and better. And this isn't the first game. We have obviously felt good with him out there all season long.
Katie, go ahead.
What did you see with the adjustments from the rush defense after that first drive? The rush.
Yeah, some of it's just doing your job. I mean, the quarterback keeping around the edge and the contain. Eyes got to be in the right spot. Everyone's just got to do their job. And again, we emphasize finishing and getting to him, and he's a tough back. They both are, and quarterback did a nice job with his legs. Knew that would be a concern, but all in all, I'm proud of the way we kept fighting, got off the field, and throughout the whole game. Obviously, they went down the field throwing the ball more than anything at the end, but rush defense, I think we took another step in the right direction.
Chase, back left.
Ryan Williams popped up on the injury report this week, and obviously he wasn't a big factor today. Can you speak to what he was dealing with, if anything?
Just something carried over from last week's game. It would have been earlier in the game last week. Just took a hit, and so just hobbled, and he didn't get to practice as much this week, and that's why he was on the report, which makes it a little harder to get him out there, especially when you have the confidence in other guys to go make plays, and so I haven't got the report exactly how he got through. I know he was out there and did help us. I would expect him to continue to make progress. He's not that far away.
Let's go to Nick right in the middle.
Yeah, Ty's grit down the stretch. What did you see there?
Yeah, just he's got the ability. There's no question, right? And so just when he stays within himself, he can make amazing plays, and we just got to give him a little time when he does, and the guys run the right routes and they're in the right place. It's more about being at the right place at the right time. He's seeing the defense. It's us putting our scheme against what he sees in the pictures that they're showing, the coverages they're giving us. We got all the faith in the world. The first touchdown pass, love the situation and just how he drilled it in there. And Coach Drubb having confidence. And obviously, I got confidence in him too. Fourth down, we're going for it a couple times, and he delivered. So there's things that he can keep getting better at, just staying within himself. That's really the key for him, is just stay within himself, not try to do too much. When he does that, he stacks plays, he stacks first downs, and sooner or later we end up in the end zone. So I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. The sky's the limit for him.
Let's go to Brandon right in front.
Mizzou had done such a great job controlling the ball, time of possession. How important was that to kind of flip the script on them today?
Huge. Just not letting them get in their rhythm, not letting the run game wear you down, open up play action, and just our offense also staying on the football field time after time. It's just that wears on them too. And there's times I know we wanted to put more points on the board ourselves, but it's part of the game when you play a team like this.
Let's go to Colin in the middle.
Kind of back to Ty. Saw he was a little frustrated, maybe a little rattled with the amount of pressure that he was getting. How was his demeanor on the sideline? How did he kind of respond to, I guess, that taste of adversity?
Yeah, I think it's everything. I mean, it's not just frustrated with pressure. It's frustration with just everything. There's just things that could have been cleaner and it's not bad, but it's just like he knows when it's perfect, and that's what he wants. He wants it perfect, and he wants to score every possession. So a little frustration isn't bad, but I think in the end, he does a good job of regrouping himself. Our guys regroup around him, and they feed off of his confidence, and that's what matters to me, is how we come back out the next drive and we're going back to work.
All the way in the back, Will.
Coach, talk us through the fourth down completion to Lottie late in the game. What was maybe the thought process behind that being four down territory, especially from that distance, and just what you saw on the play, freshman coming up big?
Yeah, just you're too far out for a field goal, obviously, and just I don't know. I just keep swinging. I just feel like if we keep swinging, and they put me in a spot to put the pressure on me by converting some yards on third down, and when I see the fight and I see us get the ball, and I think was it Kevin on the check down, and then he knifing through, I can see us battling. I just there's a feel you have, and there's a belief you have, and a lot of it is on the body language and on the execution, and just feel when you got a quarterback with some guys around him that can go make plays, you got to let him play. You can't be reckless, and a punt in that spot, it can gain you some yards, it can put them back, but also we're going to play to win. We've done that quite a bit this season already, and want to continue to play to win.
Two more questions. Let's start with Blake here.
Yeah, Latsier was your leading receiver today. Just how have you seen him come on as a freshman in this loaded receiver room?
Yeah, if you saw this guy practice every day, man, I wish you guys could see him practice. I mean, I know you're going to tell me let us, right? Open myself up there. This guy is just full speed all the time. When he's on the football field, he just loves the game. And it's not just when he's out there running routes. It showed up on special teams week 1. And just what he does, and he can go down there and tackle, and when we're on special teams and just getting the ball in his hands, we got to keep finding ways to do it. He's continued to gradually gain more and more just of the offense, and just without even having to put those reps in and get him in there, because he's running a lot to make sure the timing is good, because a lot of these plays, you would go with older guys, you get a younger guy in there, you need to make sure you feel really good about it. But he's got a knack for the ball, he's got instincts, he's elusive, he can break tackles, and so just got to keep putting him out there and letting him go do his thing.
Okay, we'll finish up on the far left.
Kalen, that play call, what went into that decision? Just what you were thinking in terms of play call and where Ladzier was on that progression, and also you're grabbing him after the game and talking to him. What was your message to him?
The ball isn't necessarily going to go to him. Ty's got to go through depending on the coverage, and there's other options. And so, we feel good about all those guys. And, the ball ended up in his hands. And, when Ty got out in space and got a little extra time, I think that really helped. Great ball on his part in a big moment. And, just talking with Lottie afterwards, I'm just telling him I'm proud of him for pretty much what I just told you, how hard he works, just the plays he makes. A year ago, we were not making the plays in the critical moments to win games. And that was a big play to go win a football game. And he did it, and our team needed him, and he came through.